to Big Brother, live from Dreamworld. And now, here's your host, Sonia Kruger.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Horror Show. I'm Sonia Kruger, but tonight you can call me Freddie. Now, it's nominations night live, and our housemates will need to start watching their backs because tonight, for the first time, Big Brother is making them nominate for strategy. That means the house favourites are no longer safe. And we could be seeing a very different group of nominees by the end of the night. Also, we will unveil a cracking superpower and learn all there is to know about the next Big Brother intruder. But first, the house's net worth plummeted last night with the departure of resident millionaire George. Let's see how the housemates reacted.
I'm still
Soz, guys, I'm still here.
That's all right. Monday's tomorrow.
Monday's tomorrow?
Yeah. Well done. That's the best news ever. You all right, babe? Yeah.
What are you doing, Monday?
Holy shit. What did we do, Bradley? We did it.
Well, me, you know. I'm just awesome. You, not too sure.
Come here, you cheeky little bugger.
Are you going to miss George? You going to be all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Michael's 4-point nomination for George that put him in the top 3 and out of the house.
Michael,
Hello, Big Brother.
how are you?
Oh, I'm a bit frazzled.
How so?
Well, George has just left, and I sort of feel responsible for him going. Sort of just shows you where voting strategically can bite you in the butthole. I knew everyone would vote for Estelle, so I only gave her 1 point, knowing that she'd be up for nomination, and for some reason I gave George 4 points, partly because there was just this overt masculinity and, you know, this macho-ness that I sort of was fine with, but I preferred, you know, people like Ben and Josh and Braddles and, like, just being able to be men without being overtly, you know, macho. And then he got 6 points and got put on the chopping block, and I was like, God, that's basically me. Yeah, I guess I just feel like that's, you know, a lesson to be learned in voting strategically.
Well, I couldn't for him.
Bradley, on the other hand.
Yeah, Brad has multiple flaws. Brad has
many
way more
flaws.
flaws than, you know, actual...
You're like the Playboy
qualities.
mansion, aren't you? All the floors in that little mansion,
Yeah,
aren't they? Lots of them, aren't there? All filled with girls with no tops on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like your little mind, isn't it?
Yeah, it is like my
Your
mom.
mind's like a little Playboy mansion.
Yeah.
So many different levels.
Why is so emotional?
No, it's sad.
I'm not making it worse.
No, it's weird. I was just finally getting to know George really well and was starting to connect a lot more. And then he had to leave. But I feel stupid for never having chats to him earlier, for always just letting it slide, you know, like when he first walked in here, I kind of thought I might have, like, not feelings for him or anything, like I just thought, oh, he's a bit of a babe. And I thought that the whole way through, but kind of to myself, I feel like such an idiot, because to myself I was like, never have a chance. Never in 100 years have a chance with a guy like George. So I told Layla, I was like, oh, Layla, I'm not keen on him at all, go for it. So I set them up and let them go and sort of sat there and watched it happen. And it sucked the whole time. I thought Layla might be upset, but she's really keen on Sam, so I suppose that will eventuate as well, because she's, you know, she's beautiful. She's got this confidence that she usually gets what she wants, like when it comes to boys and stuff, which is something I'm not good at. But you put too many attractive girls in here, Big Brother. I've got too much competition.
This is Big Brother. All housemates to the lounge.
Oh, yeah, George's video.
Yeah. I'm like getting used to being carried now, FYI.
Hey guys, if you're seeing this now, that means I've been evicted, so I'll be in the outside world thinking about all of you. All right now, Zoe, you beautiful woman. Oh, Zoe. I have always thought you're one of those beautiful, confident trivia. God, how smart are you, Zoe? Every time there's a question, you're just like, yep. I was like, God, I'm so dumb compared to this girl. Oh, and don't listen to what anyone says. You know you're a beautiful, confident girl, and I love you to bits. And you're my wingman.
Love you too.
All right, Layla, Princess Layla. You're a very sweet, innocent girl, and it was funny to see you fire up one night. I would have never thought we'd ever see that side of you, but everyone's like that, and you're the beautician of the house, and you're a very easygoing, confident, chatty girl, so well done, Layla. Mr. Michael, you're hilarious. I always said I see myself as the alpha male, but you're a person everyone looks up to and everyone respects, and oh mate, just keep being what you are, and I know you're going to go far in life, and I know we'll be catching up. I really can't wait to see you, mate, and I can't wait to make you down 30 buffalo wings and see you spew up. And I just want to say, everybody, keep enjoying, having a blast, and don't even think about what's happening in the outside world. Concentrate what's happening in the house, get to know each other better. And honestly, I'm just going to miss you all. I had so much fun with you, and I really can't wait to catch up with you in the outside world. Love you all.
Well, you see now, George, of course, knows that Michael nominated him. I don't know whether they will be catching up for those buffalo wings or not. Anyhow, how will the housemates nominate when they're forced to use their heads instead of their hearts? The most strategic nominations yet still to come. Welcome back to Nominations Night Live. Now, last week, housemates were confronted by our second intruder, Sam. Did you like Sam? Well, the last thing they'll be expecting is another new face, but that's exactly what Big Brother has in store, and we'll get our first look at her later tonight. But right now, let's see a little bit more action from the house, where, guess what? Someone is in trouble with Big Brother, but this time, it's Ava.
Carrot Josh.
I'll take extra with carrot.
Push it open.
What am I doing?
Ava's been caught not wearing her microphone, and Big Brother is punishing her in the naughty corner.
Oh, really?
Ava,
Oh, they're all cricketers.
a local footy team need their jock straps hand washed. You may not leave the naughty corner
have a look.
until Big Brother is satisfied.
Can you save me one so I
Might as
can
well.
feel closer to
You're the
Mum?
hottest
Dish
washer of Josh ever.
Can you wash my undies?
Or we could call it a Josh strap.
It means a lot to me that you stayed.
Always. You know I'm real.
It means a lot, actually. It means a lot.
We're just talking.
I didn't kiss you well enough the other night.
I mean, Mark, this is Mark, this is your dad. Your quarterback is JJ. You always protect him. Like you go, this is me. You know, when blah blah is happening,
This is going to complicate things.
He starts blocking the balls and stuff.
What do you mean?
Is us kissing now going to complicate anything for anything in the future?
I need an example because I don't know what you mean.
Okay, is it going to be awkward?
Awkward well.
Just every day? Yeah, good. That's fine, that's all I need to know. Because this for me is fun.
Yeah.
I like having connections with people.
Yeah.
Well, not just people, but with girls. Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I know what you mean.
How many have you got left?
That's it. I'm rinsing.
Yay.
You stayed here the whole time. Yeah.
Hoes before bros.
I could maybe kind of see this going bad.
Why?
Oh, well, you know, things like this always go bad.
We do.
I hope not. No, you know what I mean? Like, generally, things like this will always go bad because there'll always be someone that gets jealous. But as long as we're on the same page length,
Exactly.
well, then that's fine. Good. And if it does start to go bad, you come and talk to me. And not someone else. Deal?
Deal. Yeah.
All right, good. I feel better now. I can sleep now.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really laid back. Like, nothing really bothers me.
Because if you want to kiss me. If you don't, don't. I'm not fast. You know what I mean? That's how, no, that's how laid back I am.
Oh.
You know, if you want to kiss me. If you don't, it's fine.
All right, are there any lawyers in the house? If you could just pop down to the house and speak to Sam. He's having trouble drafting that love contract. I think he's a little bit confused. All right, how will the housemates nominate when they're forced to turn on their friends? A very surprising night of nominations coming your way. Welcome back to Nominations Night Live. Now, who will win Big Brother? Who is playing the game and who is deliberately trying to avoid attention? They are the questions that each housemate needs to ask themselves tonight when they enter the chamber, because Big Brother is forcing them to nominate for strategy, and that means targeting their strongest competition. But their strongest competition could also be their closest friend. And they don't come much closer than Josh and Ava.
Yay. Oh, okay.
This week is the first time Ava is eligible to be put up for eviction. Also this week, housemates must vote strategically for at least one of their nominations.
I would say if anyone was running a strategy, I think it could be Ava. If I'd had to put a reason to it, I would say the fact that she came in within like 4 days of being here, she was already in bed with Josh. Her hooking up with him so earlier on in the piece before nomination stuff come around seemed to me like it could be a good opportunity to have her saved, because no one wants to break up a fairy tale couple, but it just seems like a bit of a strategy to me.
Hopefully, you know, Joshy and myself, like our closeness in the house is not negatively affecting other housemates.
Oh. How you feeling about noms?
Yeah, not so good as always.
Are you concerned about possible outcomes?
I know exactly what you mean, I'm pretty sure.
How do you reckon how do you reckon you'll cope with that?
Sweet.
Pardon?
Be fine.
It's something that's very natural and we really enjoy each other's company. I think it is very transparent and very evident that there's no strategy there whatsoever. Clearly, I mean, surely that would not be a consideration.
Bradley?
Yeah.
Toilet?
No, coffee.
Don't know if you need that, mate.
Think I do.
I really hated him for most of this, but until the last week I started to like him. Yeah, I've always liked him. I've always found that he can be a bit grating at times, but he grates me less than a lot of other people because I've got a little brother.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. You know, I love him, keep him in here.
To, you know, be up 3 times isn't a nice feeling, but to be saved for those 3 times is quite a wonderful feeling.
Is a part of you expecting to be nominated once more?
Part of me is, part of me isn't. I think because I've been up 3 times before, you know, the House will just continue to, you know, nominate me just because it seems the thing to do. But because we have to vote strategically, the housemates may not see me as a strong contender.
Like, in some ways, I want to start calling people out on things. Because I never, ever do that, ever. I want to be able to say that to Stell. Like, when she says something that makes no sense, I want to be able to say, what did you mean by that?
Yeah. I don't know, like, for me, I get this impression that Stell will have a rock-solid foundation from people.
Estelle is the only other housemate apart from Bradley who has survived 3 evictions.
It's so surreal to think that the public kept me in here at all, let alone voted me as number 1 to stay. Like, it's so amazing. It's going to impact me personally in such a great way, but I think nominations are still probably aren't going to change so much. I think there would be people who are thinking, damn it, we just can't get rid of her. So I probably would think maybe I'll be nominated again.
That's because of all of you. You kept Estelle in there. She's got lots of friends on the outside, just not so many on the inside of the house. Now, nominations kick off next in the chamber. How will Layla's superpower change the game? Whatever happens, I'm fairly certain Big Brother will be in fine form again tonight.
Commence. That means go.
Oh, right.
Big Brother likes attackive. Good word. It's not a Hallmark card. Get on with it. Stacey, that is a bizarre nomination.
It's quite trivial.
You're right. It is trivial. What temperature do you like your jokes served at, Benjamin? Nice headband. That's a smashing bow.
Where? Oh, my head.
Love your jacket. Big Brother house is not a ski resort.
I think he's playing some sort of game. I don't know what it is. And he says little snide comments to people.
Layla,
Oh.
all housemates are playing some sort of game.
Oh, okay.
It's called Big Brother. Housemates, this week, at least one of your nominations must be for strategy.
The strategy vote's not something I've ever thought about. It's a bit of a game changer for me.
As soon as you said that to us, I had an immediate thought of what I was going to do, and I think I know what I'm going to do.
Basically, the people I like, people consider threats, and I would hate to see one of them go.
I think I'm strong-minded, opinionated, and that might be a little unsettling for some people.
I think some people are holding back maybe, so that is an element of being strategic.
I think Layla's not playing the game, but I believe people that are would be Estelle, Angie, Michael to a certain aspect.
This could be your best chance to remove your biggest competition in the house. Big Brother suggests you do not take these nominations lightly.
Welcome back to a very strategic nominations night live, where even the most popular of housemates have nowhere to hide. Now, quite a few of them, if you think about it, have never felt the sting of being up for eviction. So who's holding all the cards and who could be in danger for the very first time?
There's a subtle hierarchy in the Big Brother house. Now, it's time to lay all the cards on the table. Michael, the king of clubs. His place has always been at the top of the pile. But how long before Michael's loyal subjects see him as a threat and turn against him?
I know a bunch of people consider me a threat.
Josh, the jack of clubs. The all-round nice guy could be seen as competition and perhaps a game player now that he's cozied up with an intruder.
That might be something that leaves me susceptible to being nominated, and if that's the case, then I cop that.
Layla, the queen of hearts. She's won over her housemates with love and affection, but after revealing a darker side, was nice Layla all an act?
I sort of feel like the impressions I had of, in particular, Layla, what I saw last night wasn't the person that is supposed to be my friend.
Zoe, the queen of spades, the country girl who's never been up for eviction, yet she still doesn't think she could win.
If I was to honestly say it, it'll get down to like a final couple, like maybe the 7 or 6, and people will just get sick of me.
Stacey, the Queen of Diamonds. She has a knack for cracking jokes and doesn't stir the pot, but being funny could put a target on her back.
Stacey's starting to lose her mind.
Stacey's like, she's actually like worrying me a little bit.
Benjamin, the Joker. He's the wild card of the pack. Unique, smart, and outspoken. What could trump a king? Maybe only the Joker.
Ben, if he stops being Brenda, I think he's got a legitimate chance to win this competition.
As the game continues, the Big Brother House of Cards could be one hand away from falling down.
Poker face. All right, we could see some very different people up for eviction tonight. And don't forget, Ava is in the mix for the first time as well. So let's cross live now to the house where Big Brother is about to get the nomination points rolling.
Pressure, man.
Yeah.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, it's time to nominate. As you know, at least one of your nominations tonight must be for strategy. That means you must nominate someone you feel is a threat to you winning Big Brother. Someone you think is not being themselves in an attempt to influence the game.
That's the definition.
Or someone you think is purposely avoiding attention or flying under the radar. Housemates, it's time to take off the training wheels. As of tonight,
Where's the bike?
none of you are to cover your mouths whilst nominating.
Why would you do that?
What are you doing to us?
The last time Big Brother checked, none of the housemates were professional lip readers. Any housemate that does cover their mouth will be instructed to open the chamber door and nominate so everybody in the room can hear you. Housemates, tonight there is a new superpower. The holder has already been decided. Take a look.
Yeah. I think it'll be Bradley.
So it's all about strategy this week. So the superpower is even more important. I'll give this to a person who is very wise, and I'm sure they'll use it in the right respect. It was a tough decision, but I'm going to give this power to Layla.
Layla, you have the superpower this week. You will find out what it is shortly.
What's that?
Ava, your intruder status has expired. You are now a fully fledged housemate.
Yeah.
Tonight, you will nominate and can be nominated.
Yeah.
Sam, as you remain an intruder, you cannot nominate or be nominated this week. However, there are a couple of things around the house that need looking after.
Like your head.
In front of you are 3 boxes.
Wait for it.
In one is a duster for you to dust all the ornaments and fittings in the Big Brother house.
You wouldn't.
In another is a cloth to polish all the cutlery, utensils and glasses in the kitchen. And the final box contains a personal DVD player with a surf movie for your enjoyment during nominations. You must choose one box and complete the task you find inside. No rattling of boxes. Choose now.
Do whatever.
I'm feeling this one.
Feel it.
Hurry up.
Just take it. Gut instinct, man. Gut instinct. Oh, you're gonna go again.
Choose now.
Oh,
no. Too light. Too light.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you, Big Brother.
You must polish all the cutlery, utensils and glasses in the kitchen while your fellow housemates nominate.
Cleaned him that well. He didn't need to really do it.
Sam.
Yes, Big Brother.
Remain in the lounge until further notice.
Copy that.
All other housemates to the nominations room.
superpower, Layla. No, I don't want it. But it's good, it's good. Anyway, what about poor Sam? He's going to be polishing a few glasses, I think. He's got a free pass from nominations this week, but it's a pretty safe bet his arrival will rate a mention in the chamber tonight because, after all, Sam has had quite a busy week.
How you doing, Bradley? Pleasure. So I didn't know what to expect. I think the boys would have been more intimidated by another guy coming in. Instead, they were very welcoming.
I think Sam's been a bit of a breath of fresh air. He's come in and the girls have got a new toy to play with and look at.
Really nice to see new meat running around the yard with no top on.
He is hot. Like, I think he's really hot.
He came into the house and Layla broke off her attachment to George.
As soon as he came in, you could tell straight away that there was going to be at least 3 of the girls that were going to be in a bit of a competition.
It sent the cat amongst the pigeons. Sam coming into this house almost was the catalyst for the blow-up between Layla and Angie.
You're a weirdo. I don't understand what you're going on about.
He's an odd one, Sambo. I think that maybe he's got the kind of personality that is great for 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe, but then really sort of starts falling apart perhaps. He could win the show, because at the moment, he's doing everything right. The girls love him, the guys like him. He's cooking, he's cleaning, he's doing everything, and he looks almost better than me while he's doing it. So, that was a joke about the looking better than me thing. Anyone didn't get that?
All right. Let's catch up with Rambo Sambo before he starts polishing up a storm.
Estelle to the chamber.
Hi, Sam.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good, good. Are you happy about sitting out of nominations
I'm very happy this week. I'm stressing next week though, but I'm happy this week.
All right, so out of interest, who would you have nominated tonight if you could?
For playing the game, I'd have to probably go maybe Benjamin.
Right. And when you say for playing the game, do you mean strategically?
Strategic, yeah,
Yep.
of course.
Okay.
And then the other person, I'd probably have to go, if it was strategically as well, I'd have to go maybe, oh gee, Josh.
Josh, all right, okay. Well, you've got a bit of polishing to do there,
No,
Sam.
I should be used to it. Huh?
Interesting that you've got the boys there. You've
I know.
pinpointed the boys. All right, nominations are about to begin. Big Brother has told me you can leave the lounge and get started now. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Estelle,
Big Brother.
welcome back to the chamber.
Thanks, I'm not happy to be here.
Happy or not, are you ready to nominate?
Yes.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 housemates.
Yes.
Big Brother would like your strategic vote first.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Who do you nominate? For how many points and why?
I nominate Angie for 2 points because I feel like last week she was way too offensive, not defensive, and she's a threat because she's a competitive little woman.
Do you think she can win Big Brother?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Are you lying, Estelle?
No, Big Brother.
Was that a lie, Estelle?
No, Big Brother.
Accepted.
Thank you.
You have 3 points remaining.
Thank you. 3 points, I nominate Stacey because I still think that her jokes are often based on other people in the house and they are taken too far, and she said quite some nasty things. She's also the first one to involve herself in gossip and to push gossip, and you know, I don't stand for that, so 3 points that way.
Do you think her gossip is malicious?
Yes, at times it is.
Accepted.
Social suicide in here, Big Brother. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Done?
So no more of this. Now it's Estelle. Okay, the housemates are going to be bowled over when they find out what tonight's superpower is, and that was a clue. Coming up, the nominations battle intensifies, just not for Sam.
I made a misjudgment on being kind to Estelle. box. Like, she's annoying me again already.
How would Bradley be though if you didn't have someone to follow here?
It's like they put him in here just because they thought he was going to be a token nerd. And he's not even that intelligent. With Angie, she talks and she does this. And she points, and I'm like, I hate pointing, I hate people who point.
Welcome back to Nominations Night Live. Now, Zoe has never been in the red zone, so she could be a big target for a strategic nomination. But Zoe can give as good as she gets, and she's been thinking very carefully about her nominations, and right now she's ready to let loose.
Zoe.
Yes, Big Brother.
Big Brother would like your strategic vote first. Nominate now.
Okay, for 2 points, I nominate Ava, and that's because I believe strategically she's coming here and she's picked up Josh, and I believe she's doing it to possibly keep herself in the house with ultimate votes from the outside by the classic love story.
You're saying it's a malicious attempt to win votes.
I think so.
You don't think she finds Josh attractive?
Oh no, I think she does, definitely. I just think that yeah, she's done it. It's happened all a bit too fast, I think, and it seems just like a bit too coincidental.
Accepted. You have 3 points remaining.
Oh, okay. Okay, and for 3 points, I nominate Angie. That is because last Wednesday there was a bit of a falling out that happened, and I saw a side of Angie that I didn't like. That kind of it frightened me almost a little bit. It was not a nice girl side, a side I hadn't seen before in anyone I've ever known, really, and it frightened me, and I just a bit scared of it.
Are you sure this incident didn't occur on Thursday?
Sorry. Yes, sorry, my bad. Thursday night. Okay. Too many days getting mixed up.
Accepted. Josh to the chamber. Josh.
Big Brother.
Your strategic vote first.
Okay, Big Brother, my strategic vote for this week for 3 points, I choose Estelle. I feel Estelle is gaining momentum through this competition, and it seems like a very big threat to me to take out the competition. The way she is forming new friendships in the house and also reforming old bonds that were once lost, to me seems threatening because I feel that she is going to become a favoured housemate in the house.
So you're nominating her for making friends?
If you want to put it that way, I guess.
Very strategic. Accepted. You have 2 points remaining.
Yep. My next 2 points this week I'm going to have to put towards Angie just for the incident last week, which just the incident I'm referring to is her argument with Layla late one night. Just the house doesn't need any extra what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't need any more confrontation like that. That's unnecessary, and it puts everyone on edge, and it makes us also second guess when Angie goes for drinks in the house. I don't want to be always watching whether or not she's having 2 drinks, 3 drinks or what, and we don't know what to expect if she's going to be acting like that.
Accepted. Bradley to the chamber. Bradley, your nomination for strategy.
My first nomination for strategy is 3 points to Michael. He is my biggest threat in the game, in my opinion. He is called by the other housemates to be both the smartest and the funniest guy, and you know, he would come across, in my opinion, to be a lot more fun in the public's eyes than perhaps myself.
You're a fun guy, Bradley, and a rather stylish one now too.
Thank you, Big Brother. Is that accepted?
Accepted.
Accepted. For 2 points, I am going to nominate Zoe, as she is, in my opinion, the most likable girl in the house. She is a country girl with a heart of gold. She hardly says, you know, a bad thing about a person in the house. So if it came down to myself and her, I think she would come off as the much better person. Therefore, she's a threat to me in the game.
Two strategic nominations tonight, Bradley.
Yes, Big Brother. I thought I would, just go with the theme 100%.
Accepted.
Thank you.
All right, very strategic. So if we just have a quick look, who's up there? Angie, 7 points. Estelle, Michael and Stacey. Now, Joker of the house, Benjamin, is up next. But for him, nominations are no laughing matter. Will he also target Angie tonight?
In a polar universe, I almost would like to see you not with Angie in some way.
Yeah.
And that quality that she has that's young is holding you back.
I think Angie hates being told what to do.
Because she's always been in control. If you can't take it, then you can't give it.
No. I have not just attacked you, Angie. I have not just attacked you.
I was like, oh, she's like the type of person that's like my sister. Reality is, I haven't got a clue who she is. She's a stranger.
Why'd you move my stuff?
I didn't move your stuff. Sounds like that's a sore point, so I think we move her stuff. I refuse to get into an argument about moving a teddy bear in a picture. There's only really two people in this house that don't bother me.
What about Zoe?
Yeah, she bothers me. Sometimes I wake up and I just look at some people and I'm just like...
You want to stab them in the face?
No, I don't want to stab them in the face. I just want to be like, I think you should go home now. Sleep, child.
Yeah.
Welcome back to a slightly sinister nominations night live. Now tonight, housemates are confronting their biggest threats in what has become the nominations war room. And as you've just seen, Benjamin really only likes two people in the house. One would be Stacey and the other would be Benjamin. So that means that everyone else is fair game.
Benjamin.
Yes, Big Brother.
Your strategic nomination first.
Yes. I nominate for 1 point Joshua for flying under the radar. I believe that he is hiding behind his relationship with Ava, and sometimes when he could stand out in front of the crowd, he decides not to stand out in front of the crowd, and I think that's a part of him flying under the radar, and that bothers me, as he might not get nominated as quickly as I would because I stand out, because I'm always like, oh.
Benjamin. Is Josh doing this to avoid nominations from his fellow housemates?
Yes, he is doing this to avoid nomination. He wants to win the game, and he's flying under the radar to do so.
Accepted. You have 4 points remaining.
I nominate for 4 points Angie, and that is because this week she flipped her wig, or she flipped her hair extensions over the fact that I'd moved some stuff of hers, and it was meant to be just a joke, but she went bananas over it and started yelling at me, and I'm like, lady, this is just me moving some stuff of yours, ain't nobody got time for that. So I nominate her for 4 points for being woo.
Benjamin, in the history of Big Brother, no housemate has ever nominated another housemate for being woo-woo.
Is it a good thing?
Accepted.
Yay! To the pale! Oh.
Michael, to the chamber.
It's so weird.
Michael.
Hey, big brother.
Your strategic vote first.
Ava gets 4 points on my strategic vote. Basically, Ava is at heart an amazingly nice person, but that's just not enough for me to cut it to be in this house. I think every person in the house is really nice, but she hasn't made me laugh once. She holds back on multiple levels. She won't tell stories because she thinks they're too personal, and I think that's just a little bit silly coming into this house, being on national TV and not being able to open up. So that's my strategic vote.
Michael, silly, perhaps, but how is that strategic?
I get the least amount of joy from her, and I find that my sanity levels stay up when I'm being entertained and she doesn't entertain me at all. So for me to be Michael, I need to be entertained. She doesn't entertain me. She entertains me the least out of all the other housemates, so that's why she gets my strategic vote.
So this is your strategy, Michael, not Ava's.
Yeah, as a strategy for me to stay in the house for as long as possible, it would be to surround myself with people that entertain me, to help me along in this show, and she doesn't help me in any way.
Understood and accepted.
Thank you.
You have 1 point remaining.
For 1 point, I nominate our good friend Estelle. She has changed completely in the house, and she's stopped being so crazy, and she's just become normal Estelle. And that's awesome. I love that. Unfortunately, normal Estelle still doesn't interest me that much. I don't really understand what it is that she's about. I find that she creates awkward tension throughout the house, and she gets angry over little issues like being spoken over. So I give her 1 point.
Accepted. Ava, to the chamber.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Ava, welcome to the chamber, which is soundproof.
Yes.
As that name suggests, your housemates cannot hear you.
Okay.
What is your strategic nomination?
I'd say Bradley for 3 points because although we bonded after the challenge and I got the Batman question correct, I think the little Bat Boy could take out the whole game and be the last Bat Boy standing. Bless him, I think he's an amazing boy, super intelligent, really funny, cheeky but in a really endearing way, and like he's a
Ava,
little...
you're nominating him, not writing his biography.
That is so mean. Sorry. Yeah.
Are you saying Bradley's a threat to you winning $250,000?
Sure is. Yeah. I think he's growing strength to strength with every day passing, and he's really coming into his own. He's really confident, and he's super, super intelligent.
That's smashing, but your nomination was accepted at yes. You have 2 points remaining.
Okay. 2 points to Stacey Bass. That's Stacey, because yeah, look, she a couple of times her lipsticks have gone missing in the house, and she just totally shuts down from everyone and becomes unapproachable, and the only thing that can really kind of save her out of that.
Is missing lipstick a traumatic experience in the Big Brother house, Ava?
Well, it is for her, and the only thing that can really like make her feel better is to be like to have a good binge on Ryan Gosling and dips. And that's not always available in the house, so I don't want someone mopey mope around me.
So you're nominating Stacey for being mopey mope.
Yeah, well, you know, I just want the sparky spark, not the mopey mope around me.
Accepted. You may leave the chamber.
Okay. Oh my God.
Layla, you are the holder of this week's superpower. go to the diary room.
Told you Big Brother would be on fire. Now, let's just have a look at the tally board, because what happened there was that Ava essentially knocked Estelle out of the red zone and put Stacey up there. Bradley, he's had a couple of nominations, but right down the bottom, Benjamin, nothing, Layla, nothing. Still so much more to come tonight. The newest housemate will be revealed. And after the break, Layla learns all about her devastating superpower. I wonder if intruder Ava will be the one to bear the brunt.
Ava is a really deep vase that's really hard to get into unless you break it. I don't feel it's like she hasn't added anything to the house.
Ava was like, I'm hooking up with Stell and Josh.
Everyone else go away.
Me and Joshy, there's no strategy there whatsoever. If they did nominate that, I think that they're just clasping at straws.
Can't believe George is up for nom-noms. He's up for Vic Vics. And he had the superpower. I didn't understand what the superpower was before.
Did your housemates explain it to you, Layla?
Yeah, they explained it with me using the mirror in the bathroom. The mirror is... So basically, George... Oh, I forgot. So it's like one person tonight didn't even nom-nom. Correct?
That's it, exactly.
If I get the chance to have superpowers, I probably don't want them. Layla strikes again.
Welcome back to Nominations Night Live. Now, Layla had a little bit of trouble understanding the superpower last week. Let's hope she's on the ball tonight, because she has no idea just how super this power is. Big Brother is about to blow her mind. Maybe?
Layla,
Yes, Big Brother.
how are you?
I don't like it.
Why?
I'm scared.
Why?
I don't know.
Why not?
Because I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just confused. I'm scared of this superpower.
Big Brother will explain it to you now. Layla, do you know much about cricket?
No, you know I don't know anything about cricket.
Have you heard of the saying, hit somebody for six?
No.
Trust, Big Brother, it's a saying.
Okay.
Layla, your superpower this week is to do just that. You will not nominate as normal. Instead, you will nominate just one housemate for 6 points. Do you understand?
Yes, Big Brother.
Layla, 6 points is more nomination points than any housemate has ever had to nominate one person in the history of Big Brother.
Yeah. Yes, Big Brother.
You can use any reason you'd like to nominate, either personality or strategy. The choice is yours.
Oh.
Remember, it took only 6 points last week for George to be up for eviction.
Oh, no.
This is a dangerous power. Layla, do you feel you're the right person to hold this power?
I don't know.
Is that a yes or a no?
Both. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, I am. I think. Yeah, I am.
Layla, you will get the chance to use your superpower shortly. Take this time to think about what you'll do. Remain in the diary room.
Oh, Layla. She's so funny. She goes, yes, Big Brother. No, Big Brother. I really want to speak to Layla now and find out how... We know how she's feeling, I think, but hopefully she will have worked out who she wants to actually hit for a 6. So let's cross live now. Hi, Layla. Hi. Are you all right? No. Okay, let's talk first of all. What do you think of your superpower?
It's a really, really good superpower, but I don't think that it's fair because I'm scared of nominations anyway.
So does that mean that you're happy or not happy that George gave you the superpower?
He's taken Cornelius Pumpernickel off me.
I know.
And then given me this.
I know. But usually this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Now, I don't want you to tell me, but do you have any idea who you would like to give the 6 points to?
I think so.
You do?
I think.
All
I
right.
don't know.
What do you think about everyone nominating for strategy tonight, Layla?
Oh, it's too much. It's too much because I can't think of a strategy for myself. I don't know what that meant. I didn't know what it meant at first.
Well, you have the choice, don't you? You can either nominate for strategy or not tonight.
Yeah, so that's good.
So how do you think the other housemates will treat you when you come out? Obviously, they know you've got the superpower, but you
Yeah.
can't tell them. How are you going to handle that?
I'm just going to have to just walk off and go to bed. So I don't say anything.
Stay stum. All right, I have to go now, as Big Brother is waiting, but good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Bye, Layla.
Angie,
Hi, Big Brother.
your strategic nomination first.
Okie dokie. The person I want to vote for my strategic vote would be Estelle. The reason I'm going to do this today is simply because I feel like she's probably the only person in the house that causes me to get a bit confrontational. Today was a perfect example when she said F that at the dinner table. It became really awkward, and apart from the fact that it makes me do awkward turtle a lot, it's also just, I feel like people don't like that in the house, and that it will probably affect my longevity in the house if I'm continuously bickering with someone. So that would be my strategic vote.
For how many points?
3.
Accepted.
Thank you very much, Big Brother. My second vote will be for 2 points, and that will be Ava. The reason I'll be doing that tonight is she's been here for 2 weeks now, and although I do feel like I get along with her, I'm not sure if what I'm getting is Ava. I feel like probably I see an aspect of her which is Ava and Josh. I see an aspect of her which is Ava and Estelle, but I don't really see who she is as a person just by herself. And I just would really like to see that come out more just one-on-one. So I really just don't know enough about her, and there's so many strong bonds in the house. You just really can't, have that happening this late in the Big Brother house.
It's not Ava's fault that there's strong bonds in the house. Do you think you're being fair, Angie?
No, I understand that, and I'm sure it will come out in the future, but right now I feel like as an intruder, the first thing you should be doing is jumping in, giving everyone a chance, and really spreading yourself out and making sure everybody has that good bond with you, especially since at the end of the day, this is a game, and I hate saying that, but it's true. So I feel like I haven't been able to get that connection just because she has been in particularly close with other people in the house, and and sort of had a wall up a little bit because of those bonds. And because of that, I just feel like I haven't been able to get in there, and, you know, and I think that was a really bad move on her behalf just because I've got such close bonds with everyone else in the house.
Accepted.
Thank you.
Stacey, to the chamber. Stacey,
Hi, Big Brother.
what is your strategic nomination?
My strategic nomination is Michael for 3 points.
Why?
Because I think that he's quite... he's quite a threat in terms of he sort of holds this sort of big lion cub, just a lion feel around the house. He's a very influential character. A lot of people do, as sort of he says, quite a lot of the time. He's a really amazing person, but I think that's obviously a threat, having someone so influential in the house. Oh, ow. Rather than letting other people sort of speak for themselves in some way, sometimes he rolls his eyes.
Is he a threat to you winning $250,000, Stacey?
Yeah, I think he is, because he's so smart. He's a genius, and I'm not really that smart.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining.
For my other 2 points, can I please nominate Angie? Simply because I didn't really appreciate the way that she was acting towards Layla the other night when she had a little cat attack. I sort of, I don't think aggression is relevant or necessary in places like this. And I sort of prefer my friends to mac on rather than attack on each other.
Can you explain the term mac on, Stacey?
I prefer sort of people to make love, not war, like be happy and like, mac on and like, yay, macking, rather than like attacking, Just be happier.
Perhaps you should write bumper stickers, Stacey.
Really?
Accepted.
Thanks. I've always wanted to do that.
That is all.
Thanks.
Mac on. Okay. Let's have a look now and see where we're at. We've got Angie on 13, Ava and Estelle, all in the red zone. What was interesting, though, was that Angie didn't actually nominate Layla, but it was their fight that has caused all of these nominations for Angie, by the sounds of it. Now, Layla has had a monumental week, and now the nominations all come down to how she uses that superpower. And hopefully she doesn't get a case of the dreaded meeps.
No, the meepers can be like people like you're actually talking to, but they're not actually saying words that make sense. They just go like this, and all you hear is meep, 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 meep.
Meepers. Meepers take conversation down to its lowest level possible.
Meeping drainers, because they drain you with their meeping.
Layla being strategic, I'm not too sure that blends well with Layla. I think she'll always base all her votes on her heart, not strategy. Layla will secretly enjoy using the superpower, but she'll tell the housemate she's not, but secretly in her heart, she'll be loving it. My last message for Layla is don't listen to anyone, listen to your heart and be yourself.
It is a superpower time. Now, Layla has already been told by Big Brother that she has a massive 6 points to throw at one housemate. Who's it going to be? Oh. Ooh, mixed opinions out there. Now, she's always nominated Bradley and Estelle. Could go that way. She was very surprised when she got the superpower. I still don't know if she's happy about it or not, but we will find out really soon. First, before we go back to her, let's have a look and see what the tally board looks like. At the moment, we've got Angie, Ava and Estelle up there. But just below the red zone, Michael, Stacey, Bradley. Think about it. If Layla gives them 6 points, it could move any of those people up, even Zoe, also Josh. So the only people that are really safe are Benjamin and Layla. Okay, tonight's nominations all come down to this. One very unpredictable beautician. Bless. Let's go to it.
Layla.
Yes, my brother.
How are you feeling?
Horrible.
Why?
Because I've got a feeling that if I nominate, then people are just going to know who I've nominated.
Why?
It's because it's a lot of points, and then they'll just work it out because Michael's a genius.
Layla, you knew before entering the house that nominations are a fundamental part of Big Brother. Every housemate must do it, and anyone sitting in that chair would be doing the same thing now. You're about to hit one of your fellow housemates for 6. The decision you're about to make could end someone's time in the Big Brother house. Do you understand?
Yes, Big Brother.
Layla, for 6 points, who do you nominate and why?
Big Brother, this is so hard. Oh my gosh.
Nominations are never easy, Layla. Nominate now.
I'm just gonna have to go with my strategy, reason, and I'm gonna have to nominate Estelle. I'm gonna have to nominate Estelle.
Why?
I think she's a threat in the house. She's really seems to be liked on the outside, and she's potential to win the programme.
Layla, you have used your superpower. Your nomination is accepted. You may return to the lounge.
Right, okay. Here is the tally board as it stands. Now, Layla has just hit Estelle for 6. Let's take a look at the final tally board and see what effect it has had. Go. All right. Now, this is interesting because we've got Angie on 13, Estelle on 13, Ava on 8, all in the red zone, all of the girls. It's quite likely that Angie will think Layla gave her the 6 points, isn't it? Okay, all right. Well, strategy has certainly played its part tonight. Now it's time for the new nominees to be laid bare. And I was like,
This is Big Brother. Housemates, your nominations are complete. Layla was the holder of this week's superpower.
That's for nothing.
Big Brother will now reveal what that power was.
What was it?
Tonight, Layla nominated just one housemate. However, she had the power to give that one person 6 nomination points.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, wow.
That's not nice. We all have to do it, don't
Yeah, you just had to do it.
Do not ask Layla any questions about the superpower. She is forbidden to discuss it.
Wow.
Big Brother is now going to reveal their housemates up for eviction and the number of nomination points they received tonight.
I got nervous. I'm not even up for it.
On 13 points,
Oh, wow.
Angie. On 13 points, Estelle.
surprise!
It's a significant drop.
With 8 points, Ava. And Angie. Estelle, Ava. Next week, one of you will be evicted from the Big Brother house. That is all.
Surprise, Big Brother.
Oh, that big brother. He is a master manipulator. Whenever he thinks the housemates are getting too comfortable, he always finds a way to send them into a spin, which is why he's chosen a lively redhead as the next intruder to go in. But don't be fooled, she is a real bitch.
There's a new intruder going into the house. She's lived on the streets, has fiery red hair, and always goes for the alpha males. It's time to meet the 17th housemate of Big Brother 2012, Delilah. Delilah prides herself on being the perfect housemate. She's low maintenance, affectionate, but hates catty behaviour. A consummate professional, her impressive CV boasts skills such as sitting, staying, and playing with balls. Always on the lookout for love, Delilah lets anyone scratch her belly. Even Bradley stands a chance. A free spirit with no body issues, she's always keen to go skinny dipping. Clearly, this young pup is going to send the Big Brother house to the dogs.
She's so cute. And I think Delilah will cheer up Angie, Ava and Estelle now that they're up for eviction. The only other thing that will make them feel better is if you vote to save them, and you can do that by calling, texting or going online to the official Big Brother Australia Facebook page. Lines open at 9:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time tonight, and here are the numbers you need.